Hey, welcome back to the TK Breezy channel. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back to talk about some news. Everybody know I be talking about some news here. We're gonna knock out some quick smash news and then the real brunt of the news for this week. Yeah, as I said, I've been gone for a week, so I'm gonna be a little late on this stuff, but I'm still gonna bring it to you anyway. First things first, Jordan. Everybody remember Jordan? He was the guy that was talking on that shit about Chag and all that good stuff, and everyone was like, damn, his comeback's crazy, right? Well, they crowdfunded Jordan Nagamo, and then he didn't go. Now, the issue with that is there's several ways that he could have tried to go, that if he knew he was going to Nagamo, he should have like trying to knock some of this stuff out, but he just didn't go. So obviously, you see my man, DQ, all this good stuff, right? Jordan DQ'd. So Quentin says, no way this dude got crowdfunded by his fans to go to Nagamo, but was too lazy to get a passport, do the easiest Google search to see if his military ID would let him cross. That's the rude of people who supported him, not gonna lie. And then the money match between him and Chag was gonna be so lit, though. It's such a letdown just because one guy couldn't be bothered to Google something. And that's absolute facts. He couldn't have even got his passport time even if he started the process as soon as crowdfunding was announced. The whole passport process was heavily delayed. You can get an expedited passport 2 weeks before you leave as long as you have proof of travel. That's what Peanut did. That's what I've done. This is not an excuse. And that is actual facts. I did get my passport relatively quick, but I definitely got it 3 weeks before I was supposed to go, and I got it like a week before it was time to leave. So, yeah, man. I don't know if the crowdfunders got refunded, but if they didn't, that's pretty fucking lame. Now, he can go ahead and come back and be like, well, I'm a grown man with grown man tendencies. Well, that's not a very grown man thing to do, to, get crowdfunded and then not even say nothing about not going. That's pretty fucking lazy. That's pretty fucking lazy. In my opinion, you know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't cool, of Jordan to do that. And hopefully, the crowdfunders didn't crowdfund too hard. Otherwise that would suck. It was very not responsible. Yes. Next piece of news. Rango is unbanned. So they said the unbanning of John Rango Ryu, originally banned for severe sexual misconduct online. It has come to light that the original evidence which led to the banning of Rango was fabricated, and an arrest has been made for identity fraud. And so while the court proceedings are still in process, we have no current evidence that the original ban still holds merit. We're continuing recommending TOs cautiously allow Rango back to events at their discretion. If new evidence comes to light via justice system or any other reports within the Smash team, this ruling will be promptly reconsidered. This type of falsification of evidence and identity fraud is extremely rare and should not be used as any precedent in any further case. Victims or anyone with knowledge of current or previous misconduct of any player can report such claims in earnest to anyone in GA Smash. So then people start asking questions: were the screenshots themselves fabricated, or were the screenshots real but sent by a fake account pretending to be Rango? The evidence we were shown was a fake account, real screenshots. The evidence is real. There are multiple victims. Why are you taking the predator side and unbanning him? So obviously this gets hard quote tweeted by everybody, and this is the biggest quote tweet so far. What it was no clue what evidence is being spoken about here, but I very clearly remember this man following me around SmashCon 2019 and making me uncomfortable with no remorse. Seen and heard several stories of his harassment toward women, both in person and online. Big fucking mistake to unban. And then people, we got Chowder saying people aren't gonna like me for saying it, but I don't give a fuck about him being falsely banned. We're talking about Smash here, not prison. He's still on record making people, particularly women, uncomfortable at events. It'd be dumb to assume his innocence to begin with. So and then they got clips, they got stories of him saying some weird shit. You never escape the internet, you know what I mean? Like once it's there, it's there. This man actually put "we're back." That's crazy. Like, I don't know how this story has ended yet, but I will tell you that, like, I feel like when it first came out, I feel like there's more people that are coming out to be like, look, man, I don't care who that person was that lied. There's still a bunch of truth out there that Rango has been hella creepy. We got creepy toward me events and online. It's very worrisome to see him being unbanned. We got Vinix. Multitudes of other people share their experience. Georgia Smash picks or it didn't happen. Are saying how off this guy is, how shitty he is that he's unbanned. So many corporates saying the Smash community is awful. So I'd like to once again clarify: NA Smash is not awful in the UK, or NA Smash is awful in the UK. A person like this will not get unbanned. I hate European niggas, bro. Like, this the hill you want to die on right now, bro? That's so wild, bro. Anyway, oh my god. It's crazy that an abject creep can get unbanned if they're friends with a few local TOs. Remember in 2020, my ally made a show of learning and growing, and then they fucking applauded him at his first Montreal local back. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. People, there's two weird things that come out about this story. So you got people like this. I hate when people do this thing where, well, you know, I knew all along. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always knew he was good. You know what I'm saying? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay. Like, what's the point of like, yeah, you know, honestly, bro, I big brained it, bro. I knew the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. So yeah, I don't know where it leads, but I know for a fact that if it's one person that says it and they get disproven, then I can kind of be like, all right, word. But like Rango is not like a top player that needs to be taken down out the system. You know what I mean? He's not like, that's not like we just want him to not be at tournaments because he's winning too much, so we're gonna like fabricate lies to get him out of there. Like, even if that's something that people do, like, I just feel like he doesn't have that level of clout to be getting taken down like that, right? So for several people to come out of stories saying that this nigga's being creepy, I feel like if one person lied, I don't know if that's truly a lie. Like, I don't know if that, like, I feel like some of that shit probably happened, and maybe the person that sent in the stories was not the person who said it was about them, but I feel like those things happen. So, but as I said, I can't fully, you know, say one way or another because clearly I do not have the evidence, and I'm going to be, you know, and I would love to see some evidence, but I do know that the people who are saying these things are some of my trusted friends, so I'm a little more leaning toward their way, but at the same time, I can't go into a tirade to be like, yeah, bro, get him back out the community until I see some tangible evidence that says, yeah, he really did that shit. So I'd also like to see the evidence that it was fabricated, because I mean, we could just be going off words, and that nigga could also fabricated like a police report or some shit like that. So I only know that could be done because there's someone very close to me that has definitely done that before for another reason. So that's a weird story, and I would like to see, I'm going to keep following this one to see what happens in the end and if we get more out of that, but I feel like he won't be unbanned for long. I've even heard that Buddy was pretty creepy. So yeah, that's we're gonna have to see what happens in the future on that one. So yeah, you know, long story short, stop being weird. All right, speaking of weird, we're gonna move over to some Street Fighter news because this happened. Now, listen, do not ban me for this. All right, Nearad, I need you to cover this up because we're doing this quick. There's a censored version out there. Someone slide me that, please, please, because this shit is not censored. Anyway, the guy was running it. Well, you know, he was horny on main, he was horny on alt, he was horny on universe, and I was just kind of like, and I'm like, oh, well, what do you mean? Like, and well, yes, this is good. This is good. So. Hold on, I gotta stop the music real quick so y'all can hear it, because this shit was something.
And Stop Reset Please was also a strong Street Fighter 5 player as well. But here we are. Lensta indeed going with Kimberly. Yeah, that's a very interesting Chun-Li costume there.
Oh, it's a new costume recently released, so
yeah.
I'll see about that.
Listen,
Well, sorry to keep you entertained.
Yeah, it just keeps you guys in mind. Street Fighter
all right. Now, I mean, genuinely, like, first of all, the horny people, look, horny is horny, and they're gonna make these things all the time. So I can't stop them from doing that. But you'll just never see me down. I'm never interested in what a fictional 3D character or 2D character or whatever looks like that. Now, do I think Chun-Li would be an attractive woman in real life? For sure. And that's why you can go to Pornhub and just type in Chun-Li and probably find someone doing some Chun-Li cosplay. Or you can go to your OnlyFans. You can go to OnlyFans. Maybe there's somebody doing some OnlyFans Chun-Li cosplay. You know what I mean? Anything like that. But Chun-Li in the game herself? I do not care like that. So yes, the horny has caught that man, and he was caught red-handed. Now, the reason why this is a real story is because when the article was written about it, they did not write that article correctly. And someone else got put under the ringer for that. The man who didn't do that. So Pax says, yo, I just seen your article on the Chun-Li mod situation, and you need to check your facts immediately. Remove the article now or I'm taking legal action. You've mentioned my full name without proper research. You have until 11:59 BST. Hiram Cryer, right? He's the guy who wrote it. So it's my favorite part is that you immediately being like, the law states I must attempt to resolve this 24 hours beforehand. So y'all got till I finish. Talk your shit. And so yeah, basically they try to say it was him. But if you know literally anything about mods, it's never, if I'm playing on tournament, if those are his mods, right, and he's playing in tournament, unless they're capturing his screen, then they wouldn't see that. So they're capturing whoever's spectating screen. And it's so easy to know that about any type of mod. Almost 90% of mods, if they're visual mods, the only person that can see that is the person who actually has those mods. So if we both have the mod, then we can see it. But if I have the mod and you don't have the mod, then you're going to see the regular thing and I'm going to see whatever I have as the mod. And I don't know why, like, I feel like literally anybody who knows this about mods should know that. But not Hiram Cryer. He didn't know that shit, and now his tweets are protected. I hate niggas like this, bro. You did the wrong thing, and instead of just apologizing, I'm gonna go hide. That's a big boo moment, bro. That's a huge boo moment, bro. Oh, there we go. Yep, there it is. So rather than apologize and admit his fault, he decides to hide. That's crazy. They've corrected the article, but you also need to make an apology because you made a potentially harmful error. A previous version, the article attributed the mod to a specific player, which appears to be inaccurate. Regret the error. Yeah, I mean, like, you should still definitely, at the very least, reach out and hit that man with, like, go into the DMs, like, hey, my fault, bro. You know, I wasn't paying attention, blah, blah, blah. It literally anything like that. But nope. Instead, we're just gonna correct it, per se, and then go hide. Not even a mod, no nothing. So, yeah, that was pretty lame of him, for sure on that one. But yeah, man, what's the moral of that story? Turn off your horny if you're gonna be like on the grand stage. You know what I mean? Like, how did you forget that? How many more naked mods do you have? That's crazy. Man's down demonstrably horny right there. But yeah, man, that's the news cycle. We'll probably have more news after Evo because that's where I'll be going this week. And I know something's gonna happen at Evo because something always happens. And who's gonna cover it? Me. I'll be covering it. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments below, or if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them below. If you have any horny mods right now, delete yourself and them, because that's crazy. You know what I mean? As I said, Pornhub right there, bro. It's right there. You don't have to look at it in the game. You can go look at it in real life, real women. Anyway, thanks for watching though. I'll catch you on the next one, most likely next week. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe, and come over to the TK Breezy channel if you haven't already done that. Peace. Niggas really out here just being extra horny on, like, it's crazy.